Welcome to my channel. My name's Jared. This is another Sunday update video. I also post silent build videos on Fridays and most Wednesdays, so be sure to check those out as well. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to announce the giveaway winner for the Super Clean giveaway. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the 356 and the Jeep, the TJ. So, if you saw my walk around video for the newest project on the channel, you would have seen this is the Porsche 356. It's a 1965. It obviously has a lot of damage. It was pretty much the only car I found in my price range in the last 15 years or so. It needs a lot of work. The engine is not numbers matching, but it is a 912 engine, which is basically what the SC would have had. And I have a lot of parts for 912 engines from my previous 912 projects, so that's good. But it needs a lot of work. Now, in the walk around video I mentioned, you can buy replacement panels for this car. I found a few roofs locally actually that I can buy. And there are several companies that provide the fenders, the nose clips, all that stuff. So those parts can be bought. And I could definitely cut off the damaged pieces and weld in new pieces and paint the whole car and make it look brand new again. That is one option. That's actually not what I'm hoping to do. I'm going to try my best, and I'm not confident that I will succeed, but I'm going to try my best to actually reshape this thing. Oh, look who it is, Walter. Walter, what's up, buddy? Good timing. Good to see you. I didn't think you were gonna make it. Okay, good to see you, Walter. Yeah, so what I was saying, I'm actually going to try really hard to reshape this car and actually drive it with the original paint, as crazy as that seems. So the roof, I feel somewhat confident that I can get this thing back into its general shape, and probably without losing too much of the original paint that's still on it. The doors, actually, as bad as they look, they're really not that bad, I don't think. The good news is they don't have a lot of rust on them. They're actually pretty solid doors, and I'm thinking I can probably get them pretty straight. This front section is going to be extremely challenging. I don't know yet how I'm going to reshape this thing, or if I can, but I'm going to do my best to just push this thing back into its original shape. And to do that, I bought this kit. So this is a Porter Power. Maybe some of you are familiar with it. I wasn't really familiar with it until I started doing some research, but basically there's a hydraulic cylinder with lots of different attachments for different lengths and a hand-powered jack that you can use to expand that hydraulic cylinder. So it's used for like straightening frames and things like that on cars. And the good news about this car is the underside's in excellent shape. I don't believe the whole thing is tweaked. I think it's a pretty straight car. Aside from the obviously visible damage here, I don't think it's that bad. So we shall see how well I can use that and press the dents and things out of this thing and try to get some shape back to it. But so that's the plan on the 356, and that'll be the very first thing that I try to do. Depending on how that works or not, well, actually, I would say regardless of how that works, I will also be pulling the engine very soon, and the transmission. The transmission I already know is missing some parts. I've got to go through both of those, rebuild the engine, go through the transmission, make sure everything, get all the parts I need and get it functioning. I have a new set of wheels from my old 911 that I'm going to see if they'll fit on here. But so I'm going to keep making progress, and if I can't straighten it the way that I want to, then obviously I'm just going to cut off the top and cut out the front fender and get the replacement panels and weld them in. And then at that point, I'll need to prep and paint the whole car. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, so that's 356. And then on to the Jeep. So if you watched my last build video, you would have seen that I pulled the head off of the Jeep. Everything looks pretty good. The cylinder walls look good. And as a reminder, this Jeep has 220,000 miles on it, but it's in incredibly good condition. The previous owner had documented every maintenance that he did to it. Every time he changed the oil, every time he greased everything. He did every maintenance required in the book before it was required. So he greased every joint in the suspension. He documented all the work that was done to it with dates and miles. So I'm not surprised that the engine is in good condition. There was very little carbon buildup on the pistons. The cylinder walls looked great. It ran perfect, like I said before. The only issue was the check engine light, and I was concerned that the check engine light was caused by the oil seals on the valve stems. Occasionally would get oil into the cylinders and there'd be a misfire because the check engine light was for an occasional misfire on cylinder 1 and 6. Anyway, I pulled the head off. It does look great in there. The head, the valve seats for 2 of the cylinders, cylinder number 1, the exhaust, I think it's the exhaust valve seat, seems to be damaged, and then also cylinder 5, not cylinder 6. But anyway, there are 2 valve seats that clearly needed to be addressed. I dropped the head off at the machine shop, and they're going to let me know if they can fix it. If they can't fix it, then I'll have to get a new head. Assuming they're able to fix it, I should get that head back in a few days. They're usually pretty quick. If they can't fix it, I'll have to order a new head, and then that may be a week or more. We'll see how long that takes. But my goal is still to get this thing finished up quickly because, like I said before, my plan is to sell the Jeep. I have that new project, and I just don't have space for everything, and so unfortunately I'm going to have to let this one go. But so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's going to be repairable, and I'll get that head back in a few days, and I'll put up another video soon of me putting it back together and getting it running again. Also out here you can see I've got the tub for the Land Cruiser. So I've stripped it down. I haven't primered it yet, and so that's another reason I want to get this out of here as soon as I can so I can start moving things around. I don't want to get any surface rust on this before I primer it, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get to that very soon. But there will be a video coming out for the Land Cruiser just as soon as possible. I don't expect there to be a big delay on that one. Also, the Beetle. It's not in here now, but like I've mentioned before, I was having an issue getting the title because I submitted my title and paperwork online during the early stages of the coronavirus shutdown, and basically it got to a point where everything was approved. I paid the fees, but I had to mail in my paperwork, and that was apparently lost somewhere in the DMV. So I finally was able to reach someone who was able to look at my case, and it seems to be everything has been addressed now. I got an email just the other day saying that everything is done and that I should have the title within at least 30 days from now. So making good progress on the Beetle. It's almost done. I've only got just a little bit left to do to finish it up, and then now the title looks like it's actually finally going to go through, and I'm going to get it back. So that one is going to be for sale also probably relatively soon, within the next few months, I would think. But yeah, I've got to start moving some of these things out so that I can make room for all the stuff that's coming in. But okay, so that's the Jeep, that's the Land Cruiser, that's the Beetle, and that was the 356. So now I'm going to cut, and we're going to go into the winner for the Super Clean giveaway. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go ahead and pick the winner. I'm using this engine head as a stand for the iPad, so that worked out pretty good. This website is going to randomly select one of the comments that has the word Super Clean in it. So we're going to do that now. Pick a winner. And there you go. David, you're the winner, so congratulations. I will be responding to your comment to let you know that you won, and then you just send me your address, and they'll send those products out to you directly from Super Clean. Okay, oh, and look, Walter came in just in time to congratulate you. So congratulations, David. Okay, so that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Okay, bye.